streaming again. We'll see what happens. We might have 3 or 4 of attempts of a live stream tonight. You never know. Oh yeah,
There
see,
we are.
now we're on with excellent condition. It says we are absolutely just glowing out there in
You
YouTube
can't
land.
get rid of us, YouTube.
That's right, YouTube land. You can't chase us out. So I don't know where it
Nope.
stopped. If it, we were talking about the cyborg. Hasek's got 5 loose balls. He's all over it. Banesh's got 4 loose balls of his own and 3 shots on goals without being able to get past them. And Bushi's taken 8 shots to get the 1 goal. And you said the one was kind of a, he was down on his own end. It was a line drive from Hill.
Oh yeah, it was crease to crease, and it was right on the money. That was nice. That's nice. That's nice to have a goalie that can outlet that good, and you don't have to move your stick; you'll drop right into the stick. So I mean that's rare. You get a goalie. Most goalies are good passers, but to get someone to pinpoint pass like that, that's why they're in the league. So if anybody's watching, put in the comments if you can hear us or me or what's going on.
Oh, that mute button. I hit that mute button from time to time, and that was
There we go.
all right. So now we can definitely hear us both. I think we should be good to go. Yep, perfect. I just heard me say I hit that mute button on the stream,
Yep, I
so
can hear
we're
it too.
hopefully now we're back and we're good to go. Everything should be running right. Hopefully YouTube doesn't kick us off again. It's trying like crazy. Oh, there's the crafty beat. She can hear Rodney and she can hear the BSer. Thank you very much.
Nice. Thank you.
Absolutely lost without the crafty beach checking on me. Oh, and actually, I just realized tonight that I don't know if I ever tell anybody that the crafty beach is actually my wife because I had somebody try to was ordering a cup and they asked like how we were hooked up together, basically like the crafty beach and Blue Squatch Sports. So if anybody's watching, that is my lovely wife who somehow tolerates me. But back on the game. So Stotts has only gotten 3 shots and he's got a goal. What's going on with Stotts out there when you're watching?
He's getting beat up very well.
So
They're Buffalo's defense is bodying him up, and he's trying. He's trying from the first half. He's doing all his moves. He's getting, like I said, he only got 3 shots, and his 1 goal he snuck it in. He was at a bad angle and just let it ride, and it went in. It was a lucky goal. I mean, it hit Vince on the like it looked like it hit him right in the ribs and rolled in. So I mean, he's trying, but the Bandits defense is just they're there.
yeah, yeah, that's been it's such a thing because like we talk about all the time. Whenever anybody talks about Buffalo, you talk about Dane Smith and that offense and really that defense and if you've looked through their games lately, they have been winning, but they have not been blowing anybody out of the water.
No, they haven't been at all. They're, but that's so. At the beginning of the season, there were a couple blowouts here and there, but now the second half of the season, all these games are getting down to 1-2 overtime. So I mean, everybody's coming into their own now, and it's actually starting to become very very great lacrosse.
Yeah. Yeah, with the exception of we've had a couple of games that were a little lopsided. Yeah, the New York
Yeah,
Toronto game, but even that one, New York scored great. I honestly have to say, and I don't really want to say it, but the 2 worst games so far of the year have been Albany's offensive blunders, where it was like, what are you doing? And there might have been other worse games, but those are just the 2 that I know I've watched that I'm like, I've
yeah.
had to shut them off. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, guys.
No, there've been other games where just the other team didn't show up, but the thing is now everybody's starting to come together finally, and these games are getting a lot better. And like I said in the standings now, the next 4 games are going to be crucial for a lot of teams.
Yeah. Yeah, the next game's coming down. So like when you look at the standings too, this is huge for Halifax because Philly was able to they were at 2 wins, just 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
And now they have been on a tear. They played Saturday and Monday, so in that week, so really in 2 weeks, they've gained the 3 games on Halifax because Halifax lost to Buffalo. And And if Halifax ends up losing again tonight, and then Philly's playing New York this week, which you would think the way that Philly's playing right now, that should be a win for Philly over New
Yeah.
York. And now you're talking about, we got a 2 game, and the top half of the East is just pulling away from everybody else.
Yeah, so like I said, like Halifax needs to win this game. Philly needs to win their game. Ooh, sorry. Cloutier just scored.
Oh, the game's back on? I thought it was halftime.
Yeah, the game's back. Nope,
Ah,
it's back on.
all right, we'll put it back on.
Sorry.
I rewind 10 seconds and we'll get a look at it. Oh, all right, so they came back out.
Yeah.
Boom, fast goal. And here we get a look at it. Oh, that was a nice pass.
Ooh. Yep.
Quick feed. Yeah, so there's Cloutier again. We were just talking about him, and I believe you said he's a good outside shooter. And look at that. That defenseman looked. It was just a miscommunication for a couple seconds. Armstrong
That's all
gets
it
off
takes.
of him, and boom. Unbelievable.
There's Josh Byrne, another assist.
Yeah.
So look at what Cloutier and Josh Byrne bring to the table. They're taking a lot of pressure off Dane Smith right now, where he was the Bandits' go-to guy there for those 3-4 games.
Oh yeah, no, he is heavily relied on, and I mean the nice thing about the Bandits is you had like Ian McKay stepped up big. He really
Yeah.
filled that void. McCauley's been having a amazing year. He's had a few hat tricks. I tell you, he's a player I did not know much about until this year. Another big save, Batty Vince. They get a
Ooh.
reset though. Halifax picked up the loose ball. Yeah, I tell you this. I don't. My favorite though is this Halifax team right there. Boom.
There it is.
But they are so much fun to watch because when they're playing good and they're smiling and having fun, they've got such a creative, fast-paced like play. I really love their style.
Yeah. The Halifax, they're that little. I think they're more of a blue collar team than Buffalo is,
Yeah,
and they love having fun out there, and that's the thing.
yeah, and
That was
they're
a nice pass, and yeah.
yeah. You see, he drew the slide down, and as soon as he realized both guys were coming down, he flips it back, and Stotts just buries it. Yeah, you were talking about it. You said, there's going to be more goals in this half, and it looks like it. So within the first minute, we had a scoreless first quarter, and within 1 minute of the second half into the third quarter, we have 2 goals. And so it was 30 shots. They've gotten 3 shots in less than a minute.
Yep. So here we go.
Yeah.
Adler's been doing good against Weathers too.
And I tell you, that's a big thing. So when you notice the games that they lose is when Withers is not always winning or when he's even winning the clamp and kind of losing possession. There we go. So Withers gets that one again. But Withers, when he's on a roll, he's his defense, his offense, he's so much more than just the
Yes.
face-off guy, which is something not all these other face-off guys are.
The only other one I could think of is Trevor Baptiste. He's a good face-off guy, and Jay Thornbord. Jay Thornbord is a good face-off guy, but he's more of a defense-oriented.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
maybe gets 1 or 2 lucky goals a year, but other than that, though, like Weathers and Trevor Baptiste, they're an all-around player.
yeah, and that's the thing. There is a bunch of guys that are really good players that happen to take face-offs, but when you're talking about like Withers, Trevor Baptiste, it's they're in that like Joe Nardella, like the guys that you expect to win every face-off. But Baptiste,
Yeah.
I tell you, this year, I don't know if it's the PLL team he's playing with or what, but Baptiste has really come a long way as far as box goes. He has improved massively, and his, I mean, you see the IQ and like up on the floor, getting up on offense even more. His defense is good.
Yeah, with Trevor Baptiste, and it helps too. He's been playing. I mean, he doesn't play summer box at all. He just plays NLL. Then like you said, he plays PLL. But the other thing is though, he's still young, and he's only been in the league 4 years maybe.
Yeah.
So he's learned a lot. So imagine if he played summer ball too. I mean, he would be even more of a threat in the NLL. But
That's the one thing that the PLL, and I understand where they're coming from, that they don't want their players shot, and Hill's able to save that one. Tyson Bell picks it up. But yeah, I understand why they don't want it because you don't want somebody getting hurt. But
yeah,
you end up missing up, and I always call him Walsh instead of Walters for some reason, but you see, like, he was a guy that never played box until he was a pro, and then ended up getting to play for Rochester only after going up and spending a couple summers in the MSL.
Yeah.
And you're gonna miss out on those players, which is a shame. But ooh, nice move, and
Ooh, that was
Vince,
nice.
yeah, Vince is able to shut it down. Wow.
It's a Great Dane.
He's so strong. He just muscles through everybody.
Yeah, he just ran through that defense.
Yeah, yeah, and just the only reason he didn't get the shot up there is because he just decided he was like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to it. Oh, how?
Oh, what a save!
Yes, Warren Hill. And I tell you, that's the thing is Warren Hill is very good, but he's very inconsistent with how.
He's so streaky.
Yeah. Oh, big save, Vince, and he throws the
Oh,
rebound. Oh, his eyeballs got too big. He picked that up in front of the
yep.
net. He thought he had it. Oh yeah, no, and that's Warren Hill is very streaky. He's when he's having fun and smiling, and that
You
team
ain't
is
scoring
feeling,
on him.
yeah. But then he goes through spurts. Oh, we got an over and back too.
That's mental error.
Yeah, and with only a 2-goal lead over Halifax, this is definitely I mean, it's going to come down to who wants it. You always get these kind of streaky runs, and you can expect,
Yeah.
that there's going to be more offense. Well, I would say you would expect more offense.
Another
Yeah.
over and back.
Yeah, now
That
it's
was
kind of
Hunter.
getting a little sloppy.
Save. There's a cyborg.
Yeah. Yeah,
Easy ground ball.
he is such a beast, too. Look at him. And he stayed up because he saw the transition. Oh, wow.
Ooh. Was that Peterson? No, Bushi
Bushi.
again.
Yeah. See, and that's where you see, like, Graham Hossack, like, the knowledge of him to stay on in that play. They
Yep.
realize they've got the odd man beating it down, and it kind of, you'll watch that high defender. So when Hossack goes down, like, McKay, he turns and he's watching the middle of the net. Like, do I got to get over there to cover those guys? And boom.
That was
Beautiful.
nice.
Yeah, it was. That's how that you're watching. If any kids are watching that game or watching us, this is definitely that's your offense. Fast move. You bring it, east to west. Whatever goalie you have is going to struggle
Yeah.
to.
East to west. It don't matter how good of a goalie you are. You get that east to west going fast, you're gonna score. And look
Yeah,
at Adler just won a face-off.
yeah. In the last one, he actually didn't lose. He just jumped. I mean, I guess you could count that as a
Yeah.
loss, but that's one
But yeah,
thing.
he's still.
Yeah, they yeah, those balloons at Buffalo, I tell you. That whole Buffalo
Oh,
atmosphere, though, they are something else. I love that. It's one of my favorite places that I've ever watched a sporting event.
ooh,
Oh my goodness, Warren
oh,
Hill. No, he didn't even get a piece of that. So he missed the net. Buchanan missed the
another
net,
penalty.
but Tyson,
Yep, Tyson Bell.
stop running your mouth. They listen to him.
Yeah.
Here
Let's
comes
see
the
what
call.
happens. Slash. Yep.
Here, we'll see if we can find her. Oh yeah, that last one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Yeah,
he wound up in.
yeah, that was that last one, and now we got the power play with Buffalo. But yeah, now you got to see is if they can hold this, or even like Albany last week had 4 shorthanded goals. They had more
Yeah.
shorthanded goal. Nice save, Hill. But Albany had more shorthanded goals last week than um Georgia had power play goals.
That's good though. That's
It's
good
good
for
for Albany.
Albany.
I tell you, that was a good game. Yeah, it sucks it didn't go our way, but wow, what a fun game to watch. And then to be able to watch a legend like Lyle score the game-winning goal in overtime in front of me, it wasn't really that bad. Like I said, it stinks Albany Lofts, but there we go. We get a
You
shorthanded
got to
shot.
see that. Didn't see it.
No. All right, so then they're doing the TV timeout.
TV timeout.
Yeah, for a game that was 1-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was watching. I was like, okay, Albany come to play tonight
Yeah.
because Georgia was playing good. Both those teams were playing good that game. It wasn't a bad game for either team.
No,
So
that was a good game to watch. I loved
it was a
watching it.
very
It
good game.
it stinks, like I said, it went down that way, but there was a lot of good things. Heine had that one goal that got called back where he dove around the crease, but man, that
Yeah,
would have. Oh my goodness, that was epic. He is. Yeah, he's starting to kind of blossom into it. I think he just needs to get the other guys a little more comfortable as you're. I think it was you that pointed it out that he's kind of looking 2 or 3 plays past it. Might have been the sensei there, but yeah, he's
might have been
looking
Sensei.
past the play. Like he's waiting for more to develop, and it just doesn't seem to happen. And that's, I think, Albany's
Yeah,
biggest problem is they're so young defensive or offensively that they
they're trying to figure themselves out real quick.
right, and not they're not a huge box background offense. They've got some guys that have played, but they've also got a lot of field guys. You know, Kieran McCardle, a lot of American box player are new box players, but American players, and I think they're going to come around. I think they got the right idea with Glenn Clark. They're doing good, but I tell
Yeah, they are. They're like I said, they got field players that are just learning the game. I mean, they probably played U.S. box. U.S. box ain't nothing like what they're playing. And the thing is, though, a lot of those guys go play field lacrosse, PLL, and all that, and so they get into a groove for the NLL, then all of a sudden they stop, and next thing you know, they're back in the field, and a field stick is different from a box stick, and then now they got to change everything. More pads. They're used to just the little elbow pads. Now you're wearing the shoulder pads for box, so it restricts their shooting. They'll get used to it though. I think next year Albany's going to be one of the top teams because, like I said, they're young. They are learning, and it showed. Like against the Georgia team, they're actually moving the ball pretty good.
yeah, no, they're moving the ball way better, and they yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, they can be. And Dougie played good. He had like 50 something saves. We finally had the
Mhm.
return to Dougie, which has been sorely missed by
Very much.
yes, by our Albany team. But here we got oh, there we go. We got a couple of them
Yeah.
thinking about scrapping in the middle, but yeah, so they're that was, soaked up by Halifax, and they're able to shut them down. And now, by the time if they eat most of the shot clock up, there's only going to be like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Unless they score.
Yes, I like Josh threw in the comments. He thinks they're asking Heine to play a role he's not used to. He's trying to fill Kitchen's role, setting screens, moving the defense, being that corner guy. And I think you are 100% right. Oh, that would have been
Oh.
huge. Wait, the ref's got his arm up, though. And I think he blew it. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be 4-on-4 now for 20, and then cross check.
That's weird. I get like even in K-9 you get a cross check. I'm like, this is cross check. I don't get it. They should
Usually,
call it something different.
right. Usually, it's because it's high, or it's because
It's high, yeah,
something
but
like
it's still
that.
weird to me.
It is weird when you hear him say it, especially when you're like, wait, no, you called it because you hit him in the back, or you called it because you hit him up high. But yeah, they definitely,
It's a cross check.
yeah, wide open. Oh, he wasn't able to get a handle
How
on it.
they lose him?
Oh man. And now Halifax should be on the
They're
power
man up.
play. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or no, not yet. Tyson's getting there. He goes. Tyson's running out now. Oh, he almost got a chance to hit his cousin.
yeah,
Nice save, Hill. Oh no, Hill got a piece of it. It went out the net.
yeah,
Gotcha. Speaking of the Wolves being young on offense, I think yeah, also Albany. Yeah, 3 first round offensive players coming in. The Delaware kid looks good. Can't wait for him to play.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's going to be huge. And I tell you, the that Fox that we picked up from Panther City, he
Oh
is
yeah.
a fun lacrosse player to watch. He is all over the field. He is flying.
Jake Fox is very good,
Yeah, he. I was super impressed with his
and
performance.
he's creative.
Yes. Yeah, it was a nice. Oh, that went in. That I was gonna say whoever's behind the net, but they didn't call it. Look at him, throw the flag, throw the flag.
Throw the flag, throw the flag.
Yeah, he is. He's telling him, but he's pretty sure that went in. So it'll be interesting to see how that replay looks if they throw the
Oh, yeah,
flag.
though.
But yeah, 20 seconds left, only 10 on the shot clock. So
I mean, that's smart not to throw the flag because it's such a close game right now. And if you lose that timeout, that might be a
that,
timeout. You don't know if you're going to get it or not.
yeah,
So
that could be big. He's got somebody watching it from the background. They probably talked to him when he got on the bench. They're like, "Hey, why did you?"
yeah,
It'll be interesting though because I know there was one a couple weeks ago that they missed. I think it was Georgia. Um, didn't throw the flag, and when they showed the replay, it actually did. You saw it went in.
now what are they doing?
Oh, we might have the flag.
Is it the flag now?
No, we got another penalty.
Oh, Piolo slash.
Yeah. Now the real question is, did that clock run for 30 seconds? How long has it been since that goal?
It's been too long now.
Has it been over 30?
Yeah.
Look at Priolo's taking his time going to the bench. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't like that, he says, not even a little bit. Travaris obviously disagreeing with it. Oh, man. I love that down in
Right.
Buffalo. What's he got? Nothing. Sorry, I'm a slow
Nothing.
typer, Josh says. No, there is a little bit of a delay from when we see it, too. So we're about, 15 seconds ahead of Josh, I think, maybe close to 20 sometimes. Ooh, big hit.
Oh, we got floored.
Only 4
That's
left
really
on the
good.
shot clock.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, Vince is the great equalizer for.
Watch this. Oh,
Oh, Hill comes back and
big
says,
save.
"Yeah, wow, nice job, Hill." Hill, like I said, I love watching Hill, and when you hear him interviewed too, he just seems like such a great guy. Quiet, happy.
Nick Weiss, he can score too.
Yeah, yeah. No, Weiss
So
is
that was a
good.
big
I think
save.
Weiss has had some shots. He scored last week, I believe, towards the end.
Yep.
There we go, Fennell.
Oh,
Wow.
Fennell.
Yeah, so you see he steps out there and gets you got to get Matty Vince off that post and he ends up losing track of that far corner.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it was. I love it. He doesn't you see him looking across, stepping
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
It's those subtle things where boom, and as soon as he stepped down in, Vince stepped back to that near side to make sure he couldn't beat him on the near pipe and boom.
Yep.
Wow, what a nice goal.
Eric Fennell. He's a good player.
Yeah, Fennell's he's a new addition to the team this year, I think, too, to Halifax. Maybe he played last year for him, but I don't.
He played last year too.
Did he?
He's been quiet tonight though.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Vince coming up big on Peterson. Tied up
Oh,
at
this is a good
6.
game.
Yeah, not bad for a 1-0 game that it was at the beginning of this.
It's definitely a goalie game tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been crazy. So what other games did you watch this week? Did you watch that outdoor game?
Yes. Oh, that was awesome. The Seals and
That yeah, they played
yeah,
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, they need to do more of that. That was amazing.
That was
I
so
love that.
well,
All those players in the interviews, they're like, "This is like growing up when I was a kid playing outside."
and that's the thing is not everybody has ever seen those portable boards too. That's a unique thing to like box lacrosse.
Yeah,
Hockey doesn't really use them because when they ice everything in, it doesn't quite it holds everything in too. So like when you saw the cameraman get flying, when he got
that
knocked
was
off,
awesome.
But all I could think of too was like how many tournaments have we been to where like you just see it like shift or they go to dig the ball out of the corner and like you see somebody get blasted into the boards and the ball like it was just so authentic and just so cool to see. You see the guys with the
Yeah,
drift sticks under their eyeballs and yeah, I was impressed with it. And I thought the yellow helmets and the way San Diego came out, they look good.
yeah. San Diego's jerseys were nice. I can't and that stadium was packed.
Yeah.
They had a good crowd. Who wouldn't? It was nice out. That was awesome. Like I watched that game and I didn't even I watched it just because it was outside. I wasn't even really paying attention to the game. I just liked it because it was outside.
Yeah, it's
But
just one of those cool things. I mean, like how many times have you
yeah.
played outdoors and you see the guys out there and I don't know, everybody dressed up, everybody got into it. It was a great thing to see for the league. I think they were supposed to do it before in Vegas and that would have been epic. They were going to do it on an airstrip somewhere, but I tell you like that
Oh,
Vegas
really?
opening crowd, that would have been cool to have like all that with all the pyrotechnics cuz Vegas does everything a little differently than most people.
Yeah, it's Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a little
But
but
yeah, that was an awesome game.
yeah, I mean Vegas too. When you watch that game, it was back and forth. They didn't really. San Diego didn't get a lead till the end of the game.
It was really last like 5 6 minutes of the game when San Diego actually well Westberg took
Yeah,
over.
where Westberg took over the yeah, and that's
Yeah.
I mess with Owen all the time about it, and he's probably watching the Calgary game right now. Which after this one's over, we might click onto that. We'll see how much fun we're having BSing tonight and how late it is. Big save,
Another
Hill.
nice
He's not
save.
known for the splits, but did you see that?
Yep, that was a nice save.
Good job, Warren Hill, man. That was nice.
But no, that outdoor game that was amazing. That they really need to do more of that.
That was cool. The problem is a lot of there's not a ton of places where you know it's going to be warm.
Panther City would probably be the next one, I bet you.
Yeah, Panther City. The nice thing about California though is I don't think they always get a ton of rain, so that's what they're hoping for. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ents pulls over and steals that one. But that would be um a big thing though is to do Panther City. And I tell you like towards the end of the year, you get into those spring games, you could kind of fit a few
Yeah.
more in. That would be
Even in Buffalo.
yeah. Yeah, especially once you get in April. I mean, you might get a cold snowstorm, but you could also have like a seven. Oh, nice hills all over it.
Ooh. That almost looked like it went in too though.
Yeah.
Oh, he just sent that ball. Yeah,
Yeah,
get
I
it out of
was
there.
like, what are you doing? Yeah, they were like, 7 seconds was over quite a while ago.
Yeah.
They have a big L in the middle of their forehead, the Desert Dogs logo. Yes, they do because it's LV. So yes, they do.
Yeah.
They are the loser dogs. That's why, Josh, we all know that the Firewolves are the best dog pack in the NLL, and we'll just call the Vegas the loser dogs. Which Tyson Bell's down with his knee.
And you know what? He's torn his ACL before too.
Ooh, yeah, and that's not good because he's not somebody who lays. Uh, yeah, you don't like to see that. That
No.
stinks. But yeah, now I
No,
gotta.
because when he was at OCC, right before he went to OCC, he tore his ACL.
I was actually just explaining to my nephew. Ooh,
Ooh.
he just went into it. Funny, didn't he?
Yeah, he went into it funny. We'll see right here, right now, his right
Oh,
leg.
he crashed down on top of it. Hill made a funny face too. Hopefully Hill's okay. But yeah, no, you see Tyson's knee, that inside knee crashes into
Josh
crashes
Byrne.
right underneath him. Yeah, as Byrne comes down,
Yep.
watch that leg. Byrne kind of falls right on his ankle and boom, just rolls it so fast. Ooh. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, they were. I feel like they were checking for a ACL tear, but he might be all right. Might just twisted it real quick. Oh, I don't know.
Yes, we are definitely, Josh, going to say the loser dogs. Tyson Bell's up. That's good. Hopefully, it's just a little tweak. But yes, with Vegas, next time Vegas comes, we're going to have to call them the loser dogs. Although Paul get mad. He's a big Bertrand fan, and Bertrand had a great game. He had a hat trick, a bunch of assists. He's been doing a good
Bertrand
job.
Greer had a good game
Yeah, and that's what I mean is
again.
Vegas had a lot of Yeah, that is a tough injury. But Vegas had a lot of good things coming out of that game. I mean, Kells played amazing at the beginning of the game. He was
Yes, he did.
on point, and that's San Diego's offense is a top level offense. Like you don't ever really question that. The question with San Diego always is which goalie's showing up and are they going to make it through the night?
Yeah, and that's the thing though. They switched their goalie again.
Yeah,
Like
they're
and
constantly
they
switching between
almost every
Shigliano
game.
and Ligrieri. And they need maybe if they
Yeah.
got a goalie that was easier to pronounce, I bet you that would help us.
Yeah. Just something Smith.
Yeah,
Smith would be
let's get
great.
a Smith or like a Barnes, something like that.
Smith or just anything. Anything would be better. Even
Yeah,
don't matter. Yeah, they got some wicked names, those goalies.
yeah, yeah. And that's
Frank
what's going on.
Squagliano.
Yeah, Chigliano and Ligrieri, right, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Allegri.
yeah,
Or Hill. Hill's good. Hill's
yeah.
easy to pronounce.
Yeah, we could use a couple more Hills. And actually, so that Hill who played at Laxney, he was the backup goalie for Georgia now.
Ooh, look at that
Nice
save.
save.
Dustin Hill. Dustin Hill.
Dustin Hill, he's playing.
Yep.
That was so. I love seeing the young guys that have made it that we've gotten to film. That's like one of my favorite things. Is anybody I film that I get to watch get filmed by ESPN or get on the NLL board? I'm like, yeah, we're so awesome.
I know that. I filmed that guy.
I filmed that guy. Yeah, you get to tell the kids too.
Another save.
Wow, wow, Warren Hill. Wow. Oh, hang on. We might have had was that Graham Hossick getting a little tussle in the back? I think. But yeah, so
He's gonna tussle because he knows it's close. He's a smart player, Graham Hossick.
Yeah, Hossick is, and that's one of the things. Him and Tyson Bell, they can get you pissed off, especially Hossick. He is just
ooh, look at that save!
Beautiful. Yeah, relentless with the pressure too, and it's just like, what are you doing? Yeah, they're good at getting under guys' skin. I mean, they got Hartley so flustered that he fought on his way back to the bench.
I know, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, yeah, that was one of my.
Score right here. Watch, they're gonna score. They have too many good chances and not score yet. Jeez.
Oh, Hill got another one. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they called the push in the back.
Give me 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right. All right, so Rodney B. Oh, and Halifax buries it with a way far out shot. Benesh, the suitcase Benny, former Firewolf himself, rips one from way out. He's had a pretty good season this year. He's got some good numbers. I'll have to check his stats after the game, but yeah, Benesh has been playing way better. A lot of the guys that left Albany have fit pretty good into their new system, so congratulations to them. Benesh being one of them. Q's been playing great for Georgia. I think he scored more goals. Wow, just rips it from out there, and I don't think Matty Vince was ready. Oh, he might have gotten a piece of that too. So I don't think Matty Vince was ready. You see Ryan Benesh shoots it from out a ways. I'll rewind it here so we can see the replay. I think that might go off the defenseman. I think it tips off him a little bit and changes which way it's going.
Just enough, huh?
Just enough. Boom. Little bouncer, spun 5-hole, maybe. Yeah.
Shot.
That was a beautiful shot. Benesh has been playing yeah, like I said, I think getting out of Albany was a magic trick for some of the offensive guys. So Q has had more goals in the 2 games against Albany than I think he scored for Albany. And then Benesh has been playing good. And Jacob.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. And they get the offensive rebound. That's so huge, being able to keep your offense out.
Yes, it is. John Tavares didn't look good. Watch this. Nice pick.
Beautiful.
Double come. Sets it right back.
Oh, my goodness.
See that pass by Patterson? Oh.
And look at that screen by Benesh, too. Getting in there, tossing. Yeah. I tell you, Benesh, when he's playing good and he's running around and part of the offense, he is so much fun. There's a reason he's been so many places. He's a great player.
He's like a Sean Evans.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I mean, look at the patience though. Sometimes this drives me a little nuts with Halifax. They wait too long, but you see beautiful. They can't. Matt Vance can't keep up with quite all that movement. Plus, look at Banesh setting the screen, and
Yeah, for now, as
nobody.
soon as he caught that ball, he was shooting it.
Yeah, as soon as the slide went down to the low side, he takes off. Boom! Wow, amazing ball movement. Great job, Halifax. And now we've got an 8-6 game. I mean, there's still plenty of time left. It's definitely not like they're running away with it, but
No, I mean it's Buffalo too. They're gonna score.
aha. I like it. He throws in the comments that Joey Rez had a career year last year and has been quiet this year. He has been up until recently, and ever since they got Mitch. Oh, that would have been nice. But ever since they got Mitch Jones, I tell you, Resetaris has looked better in that entire offense. I think Mitch
Yeah,
Jones
but
is the
the thing with
most
Red Terrence, he had to be the guy at Albany.
right. There was nobody else to share with. So even
No,
when he wasn't playing, like, and when he had an off night, the problem was is he'd still take 30 shots or however many. He takes 20 shots a
yeah,
game sometimes, and if he's going 0 for 20 and you only get 40 shots and
yeah,
this guy took half your shots, it's like, boy, we had some tough offensive
yeah,
games last year. But no,
yeah. With Red,
Resetaris has
yeah,
looked amazing now. At the beginning of the year, you could tell he didn't. They weren't really flowing well. But a few weeks of those guys playing together. But wow, do they move the ball? And with having Blaze Reardon is such an advantage because he's just that big body who sits on the far post, opposite side of Resetaris. So that's perfect. And Rambo plays on the opposite side. So like the way that works
hey,
out.
Rambo had a goal too. Finally,
Yeah, yeah, he scored. I think he had the first goal. He might have had two in the game, but I know he had the first one.
a nice outside shot, and then even the commentators are like, "Hey, there he is."
Yeah, they were like,
I'm like,
"Hey, here comes
yeah,
Rambo." Yeah, I tell you, they
we forgot he's on the team.
yeah, I don't know if it was quite that bad, but it's definitely gotten close. But that Rochester Toronto game, that one surprised me. They both got good defenses, but if you had told me that game wasn't going to hit double digits, I would have been like, "No way." There's too much offense on either one of those teams. One of those teams is going to score 10 goals, and I don't think you're
Yeah,
going to win unless you score at least 11. You might be able to keep them to 10, but really, I mean, Rose played good, and Hartley is Hartley, and that game.
yeah,
So like when you look at the shots too, Rose played okay, but Hartley played out of his mind, and for
yeah. He was making some very great saves.
yeah, he completely shut Tom Schreiber down. Captain America had nothing for Hartley. He had one goal out of like 20 shots, and that was even, yeah, he was. It was a much different game than I was expecting. I'll say.
So, how about that one pass that Captain America did that around the world?
Yeah,
Oh, that was disgusting.
I
I was like, I seen that. I was like, nice.
yeah, I tell the kids all the time is if you're looking for a player that you want to play like, he's one of those guys you can watch because he passes from everywhere. So he is the exact antithesis of like all of our coaches, like when I first started playing, you got to shoot overhand. You always shoot from the same spot. You pass from the same
Yeah,
spot, both hands, and you're going over the top. But then when you watch Schreiber play and the way he throws it behind his back, he goes all over the place. He is, and anywhere that ball is, he can release it from there within half a
righty
second.
or lefty.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool to see him shoot. He had the change up this year too, and shot opposite hand, which was huge because I've heard a lot of Canadian box players tell me that you don't need to play lacrosse
Oh,
both
look at that
hands.
pass.
That was nice.
Oh, you got to catch up to it, huh?
No, I
I'm
saw.
ahead of you a little bit.
Are you talking about where Vince just made the save?
No, watch this coming up on your screen. Watch Cody do this pass. Watch this.
Oh wow. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
I must not have pushed live again afterwards, but wow. Yeah, Bushi. Yes, I agree that
Bushi.
Hartley is going to be one of the top goalies in the league before long. He is super entertaining to watch. Hart,
Oh, easily.
yeah, Hartley is so much fun. But wow, look at this pass. Cody gets through, draws the double team, comes back, and just no, yeah,
Yeah, that was nice.
whoop, and a beautiful finish by Bushi.
Yep, he got faked high on Vince, and Vince jumped, and he just twisted it around his hip.
Yeah. So they got 50 shots almost already at the start of the at the start. And you see, and that's what I mean is Cody Jamieson has not been scoring as many goals this year, but he is all over that, keeping possession. He's acting like a real floor general. He's been passing the ball really well. I
He's a
like
great facilitator.
yeah, I really like what I've seen out of him this year. Like I said, I'm sure he probably would like a little bit more offense as far as goal production, but the way he's been kind of commanding that offense, setting it up, drawing the guys, setting the picks, that whole team is playing very selflessly right now. It's a lot of fun to watch Halifax when they're on point. Oh, nice. D soaked
Nice,
it up.
yeah, good D, real good D.
Yeah.
Nothing even came 10 yards with Hill.
No, no, and that's everybody was outside, and then they knocked the ball down before it even got to there. And Hill's been playing great, unless something changes here. Which I mean, you could expect Buffalo's going to get a few more goals.
Yeah,
It'd be kind of ridiculous to think that they could shut them out for the rest of the game. I don't know if 9 goals will be enough to win this game for Halifax, but it doesn't look
no,
like they're
nine
going to
goals.
be
Wayne.
limited there, anyways. Look, boom. And that's the one thing Halifax and Buffalo is it is always a chippy game. Like you see all over the place, the refs getting in
There's
between
Tyson and
guys.
Bell.
That's good. Tyson's back. He's got a wrap on.
He's limping hard too. Watch, and there's a penalty.
I wonder if that was down at the other end. But that's what Tyson Bell brings to you. Look at he's out there and he's limping, and they still get the ball down, get the
Yep.
shot clock. Yeah, he's such a smart player. He knows to be in the right spot. He is one of those guys. He's so much fun to when he's transition, like when his transition is feeling good and he's feeling it and he's shooting and scoring. Like that's one of the best because the way they work coming off the bench with him flying down or Tarafinko, like and Tarafinko, I think he gets to play with Graham Hossack and Tyson Bell, and he's a young player. Like
So he's just soaking all that in.
yeah, and that's what he's going to be a legend. He's humble enough that you see him out there doing what he's supposed to do, learning, but then you see
Yes.
like the bright spots that are going to be his future where he is just all over it. And yeah. See, they even got Tyson out there on the penalty kill still and knocks it down. Wow, nice play.
Yeah.
And smart enough to push it forward, make sure it gets over the midfield line. Yeah. But Buffalo on the power play, which the power play I watched earlier, they had a good shot, but it wasn't like I don't know, they didn't look
No.
super comfortable.
No. There's Buchanan with a rebound.
Yeah.
Oh, he got in the way. Ooh.
Oh,
Bucky
that
with a
was
dive.
wow. And you could see like Hill just trying to get over there and he just couldn't make it. Oh man, that was nice.
So what do you think of Panther City's jerseys?
I like the Panther City jerseys.
The Texas jerseys?
Yeah. What do
It
you
was
think?
different. It was nice.
The only ones I really didn't like is I don't like that seafoam green New York. Oh man, you can see Hill. He almost got to it too. But yeah,
Oh.
I did not like that seafoam green. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of a good play. The
Yeah.
bounce, I mean, you're going to have those kind of goals. And that's why I said you're not going to hold them back. The defense does everything there. They knocked the shot down. They just weren't able to kind of, collect the rebound, which behind the net. And then Hill getting back there and coming back out, you're going to have that. You're going to hardly ever get a goalie who, if he makes a save like that at Sports Center top 10, you're like, how did he do that? Like,
Or their goalie's hurting himself.
yeah, like Damood when he dove back across and somehow got the butt end of his stick. That made him a lot of
That's
fans
just
this year.
lucky. That's
Yeah.
just lucky.
But I tell you, he looked pretty good against
Here we go.
Saskatchewan.
Fast break. Ooh.
Oh, he
That
got
was
a
like a butt
glove
end
on it.
save.
Look
Was
at
it a
that
glove
right
or
hand.
butt end?
I think it was his right hand. It might have been the butt end, but yeah. Wow, what a save. Hill is on fire tonight.
He is. It's the best time to do it because, like I said, it's the second half of the year. He needs to get on fire.
Well, like we talked about it before, Halifax peaked last year early, and you really didn't want to
Yes.
do that again. Yeah, Halifax
Reset.
really, yeah, they run that two-man game excellent. They the way they work when they're playing just two guys and what the other two guys are doing on the far side, there's few
Yeah.
teams that run it quite as efficiently as they do. So you see it, Badesh doesn't. As soon as he's looking for that slide, he's looking for Bowhunter, and then he gets it
Yep.
out ends up going to Fennell. But as soon as they get past the guy, they're looking and they're like, does the slide come? Because if the slide didn't come, I'm either going to decide to jump in and take a shot or cycle it back around to the outside and come back.
Oh,
Nice
Ball
D,
Hunter just
though.
had a nice check. That was Ball Hunter with a nice little stick check.
It was. Great back check.
Tyson Bell, he's limping hard.
Yeah. But yeah, nice
He,
effort by
he's,
Bowhunter.
yeah. Way to get back, finally.
Yeah. But you kind of got to wonder, like, if they don't, you don't necessarily want them to take, oh, wow, nice play. But you don't, Tyson Bell, because if it's hurt, you're like, hey, you should try to rest it. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you really tore your ACL to the point that you can't run, you're not going to fix that by the end of the season.
No. You can put all the knee braces you want. It's not good.
It's not, yeah, it's not going to be good. You get the little steel and you kind of get through it while you can.
This is a long possession for Halifax. Holy.
It was, and that one just missed the net. I thought Vince got a piece of it, but they got the reset on that one. But Buffalo comes up with the rebound.
Yep. Look at Hofsik just go.
He's
Bad
just,
pass from Dane. Oh, almost.
oh well, yeah, Hasek, like you said, he's an animal. The way he is all over the frickin' place.
Oh, yard sale.
Look at that. No, that was Withers. Withers on the big check. Hasek's got it. Oh, Matty Vince comes up huge. Wow. Yeah, that was just like every team's all-star just got involved in that play there. You just saw all the stars. Dane happens to throw a bad pass. And that's where you wonder if Tyson missing that step because he's usually pretty good for scooping up those balls.
Yeah. Here it is. Watch this.
Hill, and then Hill, yeah. But Dane, you see, he jumps out of the way, doesn't run over Hill, does the right thing. Awesome job. Dane Smith and Hill smiling afterwards because he saved that one.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's
so,
dangerous for Buffalo if he's smiling.
Funny thing is, Dane Smith and Warren Hill don't get along.
Tyson Bell or Warren Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a story to that, or they just don't?
There is a story to it. I don't know the whole story, but I know they don't get along. Like, of Dane Smith scores tonight, watch Dane Smith. He'll turn right around and start talking so much smack to him. Something happened. I don't know what it is, but they don't like each other. Not at all.
Something once upon a time happened, but yeah.
Yeah, something happened. I don't know what or when or where, but there was.
Yeah.
And they don't like each other.
You'll have that from time to time.
No, it's every game they play. They just look at each other, or Dane will. Like, Dane doesn't talk much smack to anybody.
Yeah.
Every time he scores a Warren Hill, he'll make it a point to look right at him, and you just see his mouth just going like this.
Just grilling him down. But yeah, so I mean,
grilling him. Yep.
You look here. What a third quarter for Halifax. They definitely responded to Buffalo, and they got 5 goals of their own, and they were able to hold Buffalo to 1 goal, which is really impressive.
Yeah, they're doing Halifax is this third quarter. They came out on fire.
Yeah, no, they did. And I mean, Warren Hill is playing amazing. Matty Vince, 45 saves already. But wow, I mean, really, when you look at that, Bushi, Banesh, that whole Cody, the offense for Halifax was all part of that third quarter. So it wasn't just one guy's. Yeah.
No, they're doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah. Oh boy, 28 goal differential in the second half of the season, plus 28. That is impressive.
That's huge. That's a lot.
It is. Well, I mean, how many games have we watched so far where like Buffalo's almost even taken the first half of the game off, and then they come back and they've won. They did it. Georgia actually had a lead in the first half. Philadelphia did it in the first game.
Lead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's been And that's you got to wonder is how many times can you hope in the magic? You can't keep taking long stretches like that off.
Yeah,
But
but
they
if they
have
do it tonight, then it might be that might be their game. So who
yeah.
knows?
I mean, because you look at the score right now, and really, Halifax is only up by 2, and they just had a 4 goal differential in the last quarter. So they made up some ground, but yeah, Buffalo is far from out of it.
Another big save.
Yeah, on burn too. Those are huge.
Yeah,
Every time Warren Hill
and
shuts down one of their all stars, you can see he's kind of smiling a little more, getting a
that
little cocky.
confidence keeps going up and up and up and up.
Yeah, and that last goal they got in, I mean, you look at it, there's not a goalie in the league that's going to stop that on.
That went in.
Oh,
That went in. He just smoked Tyson Bell in a spin move.
yes, he did. And you got to wonder that lateral movement.
Yep, exactly.
That is crazy. But yeah, he pushed a little hard, and as soon as he felt the movement, did that go in the net
Yep.
though, or did that
Oh,
hit
that
the?
went in.
Oh baby,
Oh, here we go.
hat trick for Byrne in his first game back, or second game, right? He played last week.
No, he didn't play last week.
Oh, so this is his first week back.
This is his first week back. Yep.
There we go, hat trick for his first game back. And now you got to wonder: is Halifax going to be able to stop the run, or is Buffalo going to get a couple here?
Yeah, who's gonna not with that?
No. And they got
Nope.
Graham
Muck the
Hossick,
ball. Muck it. See Graham out there.
yeah, to stay up for the offensive shift. He gets up the floor, every now and again, but usually he's only out there for part of it.
So this is where the Great Dane usually takes over too.
Yes, he is, and he's a monster, so he can just kind of back guys down.
Or beat him with his speed.
Yeah. Well, he's got all kinds of options. That's the nice thing about being Great Dane is you can really score in any. Oh, that did not go where they wanted it.
No. Oh.
Oh my goodness, Cloutier! What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It looked like he had him locked down, then it looked like he was going to
Yeah.
draw the penalty, and then he just spun out from underneath it with the dunk. Wow.
Tied.
Discrepancy with the shot. Oh, with the shot
I see
clock,
that.
and he might have touched that back foot. Yeah, but they called it a good goal, so it's got to be conclusive. At least they got that going
Yeah.
for him. But oh man, this is a good one here. What do we think? Anybody in the comments know if they that first? I think that first foot went in. I think this is going to be. I think it's going to be no goal. I think we're going to overturn it, and Halifax is going to score the next goal. We're going to have 10-8. Halifax lead.
Nope, it's gonna be a good goal. Do you know why? Oh no, that's a no goal. Nikes. Oh, Schnikes.
Yeah, that was on 0 way before he got into it. Oh yeah, that's 0 before it's even out of his stick.
That's 0-0-0-0-0.
Yeah,
No goal.
without even the crease footprint. Yeah, it didn't take that ref very long to figure that one out. Good job. And I like when they get these replays quick too. It doesn't really stop things, just
Yeah.
kind of boom, boom.
Keep the memento going.
Yeah. No goal. Yeah,
That
all
was
right.
a nice goal, though. That was nice.
That
though.
was a nice. It was a nice non-goal,
Okay.
Cloutier. It's like, man, that could have been Sports Center worthy, but now it's just get back on the bench and we need another one.
Yeah, go out there and do it again.
Go out there and do it again. Come on, we need it. Let's go. Let's see what you got, bud.
I'll be right back. Give me 10 seconds.
All right, take your time. If I start screaming, you'll know. Here comes
Yes, I
Buffalo.
know.
All right, I'm sorry. Here comes Halifax coming down the floor. And that's one thing. Oh boy, that was a terrible. Fennell just missed the pass off the tip of his stick, turned it over, and here comes Buffalo. Great Danes got it up at the top, and they switch off and put Tyson Bell on him.
That's where Great Dane should go.
Right now, he's got an ISO with Tyson with a busted knee, and he's trying. Look at him. He's spinning.
Here it is.
Burn.
Ooh, I don't know about that. It's Warren Hill knocking the net off like that.
Boy.
Well, Tyson Bell, maybe he's working his knee out because
I was
he's
going to say,
running
he
a little bit better.
can't be hurting too bad, too. He's all the way up on the floor. This has been a great game, Josh. Yeah, we love these. I think we're going to start doing more watch parties on Friday night when for BS in the NLL. If there's a game on Friday, these are fun.
I think so, too.
Yeah. Oh, nice slide. I
Nice
tell
slide
you,
and
if Halifax can keep this defense up, they have not given up very many good uncontested shots. And, even that last goal, by the time they got it, it was the end of the shot clock, and it was it ended up being past
yeah, it
it,
was
so they
way
took
over
it
there.
back.
So how many people are watching tonight?
We've got Josh and one other in the. I can't see who the other person is, and they don't comment. Although it might be Charity. Oh, she sometimes does. Fennell ripped the shot after his helmet got knocked off. They could have.
Yep.
That's an interesting. I love that one too. They call you for playing without your helmet. It's like, how the hell did my helmet get knocked off, bud?
Yeah, it doesn't come off
It
magically
didn't
by
just.
itself.
Yeah, it wasn't magically just boop. We're gone. But yeah, here's a big old burn. And oh boy, and Hill almost got that too.
He almost did. That just trickled in.
Yeah. Oh man, that was close.
So here's these World Lacrosse Championships coming up.
Yeah.
I got asked to play for a 40 and over team in San Diego.
You gonna go?
Probably not.
Why not?
I can't afford it. I can't afford it.
I hear that. It's expensive. That's what the NABLL was talking about, maybe doing finals out in California. And I was like, you guys are probably going to need another film crew, bud, because I don't think you can afford to bring me and the family out there. Like when you look at just the prices of everything out there, it's like, oh my goodness. It would be a lot of fun. I mean, if anybody wants to pay for us to all go out there, by all means, I would gladly take it. Ooh, Owen's got to be ecstatic right now. Calgary's up 5-2 in their game.
Are they nice?
Yeah.
No, this team they had, because it's a festival, so they have like masters and open and all that. And I can't remember. I can't remember the team that asked me. They asked me actually today, and it's $100. It gets me my jersey and all that, but I got to get my own way out there.
Gotta get a hotel out there. You gotta get.
Yeah. Well, I ain't worried about that because I got family that lives in California. So, but they live in closer to Los Angeles. So I ain't worried about that. I could probably. I mean, I don't know how far Los Angeles is from
I was just
San
gonna
Diego.
say, California is like a huge state, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like California
so.
covers like the entire coast that we have like 20 states on the East Coast, and they just consolidated that shit into like 2. You got Washington and California, so. But yeah, no. So they're giving the turning point to Bushi.
Yep.
And then just being able to turn it up and any chance you get to get by Matty Vince is a nice chance, but it's been huge.
It's a good boost of confidence for yourself.
It is for the team too, because if you are able to keep this Buffalo team into single digits, which I mean now we're starting to get down a little bit, you're really getting to the point that they might be able to keep Buffalo into single digits, and if they can get a couple more goals here, wow, that would be a hell of a confidence booster going, and that would be a statement for the East, and we could use all the help we could to knocking down Buffalo a few pegs. Oh yeah, but that's not going to help.
No,
wow,
that doesn't help.
That was Buchanan, right? I think he's 91.
Bucky.
Yeah. Wow, he is freaking. That is good.
How did he get open so hard?
That's what I was just wondering is where was his defender?
Yeah,
I mean, he was nowhere to be found. That guy had
but
all kinds of
look
time.
at
Oh, he started running up. That's what it was. Is Hossack started
yeah,
to slide up to Dane like Dane was coming, and then no. So the problem, and a lot of people don't understand, is as soon as one guy slides, usually the only way to recover for it is like they have a slide rotation where
yeah.
he
The bad guy
slides
should
and this
come
guy and
down.
this guy and this guy. So it's hard to communicate that, and it takes a step or two, and that's where these NLL guys are so good that they finish it so fast. But I mean, he was sitting
Yeah,
out front of the net camping all by himself. He had a soda, an umbrella, hanging on out.
yeah. Beach. It's beach night at Buffalo too. So
That's right. That's what all the beach balls were, and he was hanging out beach
yeah,
camping in front.
yeah. Had his sunblock on and everything.
Putting the suntan on,
Yeah.
shades. I like it.
Here we go.
And he's got speed. I was gonna say he's got nobody on there.
Oh, his guy wasn't even looking.
Oh, but he's still gonna get
He
it.
got it back. Yep, he got it back.
Wow, what a break! Only 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, nice check.
Good D. Good D. Good
13.
D.
Whoever. That was a beautiful stick check for a pass right out to the front, and I mean wide open in front of the net. That would have been tough. Because Hill, when you see Dane getting ready to size up on that side, you got to be out there,
Be ready.
on him.
How crazy would it be if Bo Ballhunter got the game winner?
Oh, I'd love to see it. I love watching that kid.
Oh, look at that catch and that shot.
Oh, what a catch and shot, and a better save by Vince. But wow. Yeah, no, I love what the Stires family does up there. I love the everything they put on. They had a YouTube show last year, and it was awesome. That was part of me falling in love with this team, man. I followed that, and that was a big part of the reason I was thinking about doing a Yeti documentary, kind of like they did with them, where you just do like a half hour episode every week and cover what's going on with the team, how things are, and then it comes out right after game day.
Yeah.
We might. I mean, I love this Halifax team, Stires, that whole ownership group, all the guys there. They play hard, but it was tough to watch them towards the end of the year, man, when that just was falling apart and they seemed to not be able to put the pieces together.
This is a fast game.
Yeah, track meet out there. Everybody's flying.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We might have to change our NLL Friday night BS in our NLL to like the best game of the weekend.
yeah, yeah. We'll just figure out what day this is going to be the best. As long as I'm not at a Firewolves game, yeah. That is the nice thing, though. And I tell you, if
Look
they're
at Halifax. Halifax defense is smothering them hard.
yeah, which you need to do because if you give Albany a
Yeah.
second, what is it, Tony?
Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo.
or Buffalo. Sorry,
You wish this was Albany.
you could give Albany lots of time out front some days, but it's like Tony always says, Coach Tony. If you pressure changes everything, it turns you into diamond or it turns you into dirt.
Yeah, it
Nice.
does. It really does.
Yeah. So I
But they
mean,
got there he is, the cyborg.
beautiful, and he looks like he's barefoot out there.
Yeah, he looks so weird. The shoes he wears, no socks, and
Yeah, they're those like zero shoes or whatever.
and those white legs.
Pasty. Yeah. Oh, nice jump grab by Tyson Bell.
Oh, look at that pass.
Oh my goodness, the
Oh,
strength to one-handed throw that up to Fennell. Wow. Wow. I tell you, he's impressive. That is crazy. Yeah. Now we're down to the final minute. Can anybody bury it? Here comes Benny.
lucky on
Oh!
that one. Oh, I am like 2 seconds ahead of you right now. My screen here.
Aha.
I would call a timeout.
Yeah, there's 5 seconds left in the shot clock if
There it
they
is. There it is.
Yeah. All right, but you see, so there's 18 left on the shot clock, 23 left in the quarter. Oh my goodness. Maybe the game, it all depends. We could have an overtime, or we could Buffalo's going to draw something up. You see Tavares has actually drawn it up himself. And yeah, let's see what happens. Wow, what a game. And when I first turned this on there, I was like, wait, Buffalo didn't score in the first quarter, and Halifax
Yeah.
did. And then all of a sudden, Buffalo had that 5-goal second quarter, and it was like, this is nuts. But yeah, they with all that time left, you don't expect them to pull the goalie.
I wouldn't.
Now here's the
They
thing:
might.
how quick of a shot do you take, and are you confident maybe you might be able to pick the rebound up?
So I would, me personally as a coach, I would draw up a real quick play to get a shot off, to get a high shot off the shoulder, kind of, and get the reset. Then you pull your goalie
Yeah, if as long as you can, get it and pick it up,
if you
that
can
would
get
be.
it. Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's where it starts to get kind of funky too, because you're like, oh, are we really going to get the rebound? So you're saying off the shoulder's your best chance to get the rebound?
A high shot off the shoulder, so it goes out of bounds or it hits a net or something. So you get the reset and you get the ball back.
Oh,
Then you pull your goalie.
yeah, maybe, yeah, I get what you're saying. You're going for that.
Yeah.
And then if you do miss, if as long as you got a guy behind the net, he should be able to pick it up off of him anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. What a game. What
Yeah.
a game.
Wow, all the games in the NLL this year, I mean, they've been so many. There's so much parity. Like when you look at the teams, so like even like New York and Philadelphia right now, they're teams that you're thinking are at the bottom of the barrel, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, what a game! Vancouver's been playing phenomenal. They're one of my favorite teams to watch now that Sean Evans is up there.
Oh, he was wide open. Time out. Time
Oh, he
out.
missed him.
Time out.
Timeout. Yeah, Tyson's calling it as he runs in there. Oh, and they got a full 16 seconds. I love it. Look at Buchanan trying to get him fired up, and he just reaches around him and hugs him. Nothing says you're not bothering me like a hug. But now, yeah, see,
No.
Hill ain't staying.
No, you're pulling your goalie.
Yeah. Buffalo is definitely not going to be happy with that if they're able to score
Buchanan
here.
was wide open. He was wide open.
Yeah, did they get a piece of that as it was going across? Is that what happened, or Buchanan just missed the handle on it?
It looked like it was a pass behind him just a little bit.
I forgot I can rewind. And as long as I
Yeah,
click,
you can rewind.
and then as long as I click live again at the right time, we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so they just missed communication there.
Yep.
Ooh.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah, that was something, man. And yeah, I tell you. So they're gonna. Who's starting with it? You got Hasek, the cyborg, flying up the field, or they got a forward,
Nope,
dedicated
it's
forward.
Patterson.
All right. So you got Patterson. You're probably gonna have Cody up there, Stotts,
Benesh.
Benesh. Yep.
Fresnel.
Yeah.
Nice save. Going to overtime.
Yep. Beautiful job by 94 there. Is that? Yeah. To scoop the ball up, make sure that nobody else picked the rebound up.
Laid right on it.
Yeah. Beautiful save. I got to find out who that 94 for the Bandits is.
Sweeting.
Yeah.
Sweeting.
Beautiful. Sorry if I made anybody sick as I was scrolling 100 miles an hour. I try to usually shut off the feed when I'm scrolling around in it and then pop it back up. But yeah, Sweeting was great job covering that up because you saw the guy on the back side coming around for Halifax hoping to pick up that rebound.
All right, I'll be right back again.
All righty.
It's overtime.
Now, this will be interesting to see if they're going to switch sides because they did not switch sides in the Albany game for some reason. And Dougie, you could tell, wanted to switch sides. And I honestly think it was probably because Dobson didn't want me to yell that it was all his fault after they scored. No way. Yeah, this game will go longer than the New York Rochester game. It could very possibly be. I mean, they ended up going, and that one was crazy. So they had what, uh, 8 minutes like that. All of a sudden turned into a high scoring game, and then there was 8 minutes straight without another goal, with no points, no nothing. And yeah, it's crazy how it goes because as long as it's exciting and the goalies are making saves and the D's making plays, you don't mind as much. But if it's just that kind of sloppy ball where everybody's turning it over, it gets a little frustrating. But yeah, that New York Rochester game that they ended up going for a while with scoreless. It was crazy last week. Oh, you're back. You glitched for a second.
Yeah, I'm back.
They so Albany last week with the overtime. I love it. Vince runs over there. They did not switch ends. The ref let Dobson pick that they weren't switching ends.
Oh, really?
It was weird. They normally switch ends and they're supposed to switch ends. I think
Yeah, they're
I think
supposed to.
honestly, I think Dobson just didn't want to be down in front of me because I always yell that it's his fault. So that's what I'm going.
We'll go with that then. We'll go with that.
Yes. We'll totally go with that. Yeah, that
Well, like
team
we
was
said,
good.
goalies have their favorite end, and that's kind of odd they did that.
Yeah, they did, and it was not happy. And like Dougie's very superstitious. You could tell he wears different colored gloves.
Yeah.
He's got his set rituals. He touches. He does. He thanks the post. He's big into that. So when they did that, that kind of threw him off, and I was not happy. And even Glenn Clark was like, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like, "Why?" I mean, you can't obviously blame that, but that is a great cheer. Yeah, yeah. Whenever we score on the other team,
Game's back on.
oh yeah, I forgot to click it. I'm watching and I forgot to click it on the thing. Yeah, I always yell Dobson or whoever they score on. It was all your fault. we we're starting to get
Nice.
some people to cheer with us. Josh helps me out. He's down in the party zone. Oh,
So do you call a timeout now or what?
I don't know. Not with as good as Buffalo's transition does. I mean, once you kind of slow it down, it's a different style too. But you kind of want to get up there and hopefully you can catch a Halifax forward that has to stay on. But plus, we saw how well their
Yes.
last time out worked.
Another bad pass.
Yeah, and there's another one. It's yeah, I tell you, it's crazy the sloppy play that
Loses
you see
tonight. It's going.
sometimes.
So Buffalo loses tonight. It's going to be because they lost. They caused their loss.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, especially if that happens, you're looking right back at that play, going, boy, oh, right in the face, missed it wide left.
Look at.
Oh, and then he settled down. That's the big thing that
Games.
Buffalo does. They know when to pull out on that, and they know when to drive. They took a timeout. Aha.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, you're back to being a couple seconds ahead of me.
Yep.
Yeah, so you get one, and now they're going to set it up. It'll be so who are you having shoot if you're John Tavares right now? I mean, it's obvious Dane Smith you want to have the ball at some point running the offense, but
Cloutier.
Cloutier's
Cloutier.
played pretty good. Buchanan's played good. It's a tough thing when you have so many options.
So if I was the coach right now, I would Burn or Dane Smith automatically.
Yeah. Yeah, Burn.
And they ran that last play with Buchanan running through the middle, so they're going to expect that again. But Cloutier, he's a better outside shooter than Smith and Burn. So I would set up a play for Cloutier. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Yeah, Cloutier, he had that beautiful dunk that got called back because the shot clock was over. He might want to redeem himself. But yeah, either way, this has been a great game. I just still can't believe how good the defense and the goalies
So
now. 2 weeks in a row, Buffalo's
yeah,
been
yeah.
down to one,
So
pretty much single
so
digit.
watch this. Josh Burns is going to be the decoy on this play.
Okay. So they're going to leave him up top.
Cloutier just gets laid out.
Oh, yeah, he does.
There he is.
He scores. Oh yeah, you called it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah.
That's why I'm a good coach.
Definitely. Yeah, you nailed that one. What what a wow. What a call. Yeah, that worked good. Cloutier's been playing great. He
Yep.
look at Burns pumped, cheered him on. Buffalo is an amazing it's so much fun to go to a Buffalo game.
That's the type of game you hate to see either team lose
Yeah.
because that was a great game.
Yeah. Oh, Hill's not happy, but man, Hill played pretty good.
Oh, he's pissed.
Yes, that
Pump.
was a bit short.
Ooh, watch this. Watch this now. Pump. Boom.
And that's Tarafinko he's on. It's only his second year. And yeah, beautiful slide down. It's just a second that when he bit that fake and it just left Byrne totally wide open. And then Hill's trying to pick it up. He uses Tarafinko as a screen, steps around. What a beautiful
He
play.
had 4 goals tonight.
Yeah, he had something smart to say to him as well. But
Yeah, he did too.
yeah, so Cloutier ended up with 4 goals. The stats probably haven't been quite updated yet, but they're usually pretty quick, which is amazing. But so they've got him
Yeah.
having 10 shots. Great, great game. Now I got to see if we can what's going on in the other game. Got to see if Owen's still sitting on top.
Where is it? Calgary, man.
It's at halftime right there.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh, I paused it. I didn't mean to pause it. I meant to shut the screen off so we're not watching the commercials. But yeah, what a game. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, you definitely called how that game was going to end. That was a pretty perfect call, I got to admit. You said it was either going to be Bird or Cloutier, and instead it was Bird to Cloutier.
Yep.
Oh. I just knocked my green screen down.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Uh-oh, everybody got to see it. Gateway time. NLL is having issues. I tell you, that NLL website is a little tricky sometimes. They struggle bus hard.
Yes, they do.
It's really slow. I don't know if they just need bigger bandwidth or yeah, it's still telling me
Yeah,
it's not.
they are iffy.
Well, here's what kills me because it's like, hey, you got to check out some of your stuff, and it's like, well, I'm streaming the game. We're streaming on YouTube. I think we're still live, right, Josh? Can you still hear us, Josh? That's the real.
Are we live?
Yeah, the Calgary Colorado game is ugly, he said. Yeah, we're switching to it now, and we're gonna see how it's panning out. But yeah, I can't check the score right now because every time I click on it, I'm getting this error message from the NLL website. It's telling me my
Let me
gateway
see if I can.
router.
I'm looking at mine right now.
All right, so he can hear us. Yeah, we're still live. Oh, 11-3. Oh, Colorado is getting spanked. Yeah, so Owen's definitely going to be happy with that score so far. Wow. Yeah, there is taking forever. It's still just spinning. Oh, it finally did switch. There we go. Yeah. So if you're looking at the first half of the Calgary game, it's 11-3. Colorado, wow, is not playing great. They got 19. Man, 24 shots on
Yep.
goal and 11 goals, so he's only made 13 saves.
13 saves.
Or 11 saves for Dylan Ward. Then I'm guessing I don't know if they pulled him. Del Bianco's got 16. Del Bianco's playing great, like usual. Oh, and you looking at the beginning, so they started right off with Simpson. That's and Zach Courier, so that's transition. Then Zach Courier again. I think
Transition.
Zach's the defensive brother. I believe Josh is their the offensive
Well, It's hard to say with both because they're both offense defense players. So
That's true.
like what last week, Josh had a hat trick and
Yeah,
Zach had 1 goal. Then the
yeah,
week before, Zach had 4 goals and
yeah.
Josh had an assist. So they're back and forth,
It
which
is.
is
It's crazy.
it's if you can have two players like that on your team that are brothers, I mean, you're going to be good.
Yeah. Ever since they picked him up, it's gotten even better. Yeah, like you said, having the two brothers on the team, I got to stop leaning back into that screen. The new green screen's throwing me for a loop. My old one I could lean back in, and all the stuff was above. This one's got a bar right behind my chair, so if I go to lean back a little bit, it throws it the wrong way, and I'm diving it down. My wife will kill me when she sees all the stuff in our little room showing. We're supposed to be getting rid of. We got a boat bed if anybody wants a boat bed, but
What's
so
a boat bed?
it's a rowboat, an old wooden 20-foot rowboat that somebody cut and made into a bed for their son, and then we ended up with it at one point. But it's an actual wooden rowboat from the ocean that got washed up during a hurricane and broke. So it
Oh,
broke.
that's cool.
Yeah, the guy threw it in the back of his truck and then brought it home and had a custom mattress made for it.
No, was it a single mattress or double or
It's
twin
it's
or
like
whatever?
a queen top cut down into a boat at the tip. So they basically cut off
That's
the
pretty
two
cool.
sides. Yeah, it's kind of like a little like trapezoid triangle thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
it comes up on the sides and then
oblong.
yeah. But so Zeddy Williams got on the board for the Mammoth, it looks like, and that's good. He had a kind of quiet beginning to the year, but you got Zed, Downey, and Dutch for
Yeah, you can't go too far than that. They only got 3 goals.
yeah. Yeah, well, no, Eli McLaughlin, though, has kind of surprised me because he was pretty hot at the beginning of the year. Connor Robinson, usually you would expect to get a few. But this is the big thing. I mean, you see Dylan Ward only 11 saves, and then they put in the other guy, and he only got 2 saves, and he's got 2 goals. So he's,
So what's kind of funny is I'm looking at their stats right now too, also, and I don't see Ryan Lee on there.
no, Lee is out. I
What he do
believe,
last? He played last week.
did he play last week? And I think,
Yeah.
yeah, where, I
Did he get
thought
hurt again or what?
might have been. Let me check the transaction wire, which is in news and transactions. So we might be able to see, yeah, see, so there's Buffalo activated Burn, Kluche, and Bomberry was placed on the injury reserve list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they placed Lee back on the injury reserve list, and then they Dutch moved up, but yeah, that's not good.
Dutch.
Oh, and Ty Thompson was placed on the practice player list from the active roster, and he played pretty well last week.
Yeah, he played very well.
Yeah. So
What happened?
I don't know. And Eli McLaughlin's back this week, and doesn't look
Yeah.
like he's having the effect he would want. Um, Nishimura, they placed on the injury reserve list. That stinks for us because he is, yeah, he's pretty good. But
He's
and
a good catalyst for.
yeah, and they released our face-off guy though, Zach Tucci. Huh, that stinks. Walker was
Was he
on.
a face-off guy?
He was doing better than what we were doing. He's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was doing better. He wasn't losing every face-off.
Yeah, he wasn't losing every face-off. Yeah, it was tough though. And then you see, I think at the overtime when I think they were like, yeah, and I don't know if if they're not getting the offense from him, or maybe they got something better in mind. But
Yeah, maybe we'll
Ethan
find out.
Walker is a huge minus for us. He is amazing. He's one of those underrated. He's in the corner. He's digging out the ball.
Yeah,
He's
Ethan Walker is very, very good player.
yeah, yeah. It's hard to yeah. That's what Josh just said in the comments. Wait, they released Tucci. Yeah, I've got this up right. Yeah, so on the 9th, which was yesterday,
Yep.
they released Tucci from the active roster. So I don't know if they're no, it doesn't say they moved him onto either the holdout or the practice list or anything else. So unfortunately
So he got released.
yeah, and I was kind of impressed with how he's been doing for being he'd never really played box before. He's a field player and he's done really well, I thought. But They do what they do. Like I said, the bigger thing I think is Jackson Nishimura not.
Ishimura is a huge loss.
That's a big loss. He gets a lot of cause turnovers. He's a huge part of that transition. Him and Colton Watkinson when they're really on fire, and like Tchaikovsky was out last week, and I don't think I saw him get brought back up at all. Jordan Sturros, that's we got the other Sturros. There's a lot of brothers in this league. There's a ridiculous amount of brothers, and then there's a lot of guys that aren't even brothers that have the same last name. It's very confusing.
So I see the Albany Firewolves have placed Connor Kelly on a short-term holdout list.
Yeah, that makes sense. What day was that?
Jackson Reed, that was March 9th.
How did I miss that one?
Then the Albany Firewolves have placed practice player Jackson Reed to the active roster from the practice. Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh, the San Diego Seals got Casey Jackson on the injured reserve list.
that's a big deal. Yeah. Now Josh throws in
Yep.
the comments that it is hard to get to Albany, and that is one thing. So like I always thought the international
Yeah.
airport at Albany was easy, but it seems like it's hard because that was a big reason Reciteris wanted to go elsewhere as well because it took him he had to drive from where he was coming from, and he's like it's so much faster if I could just fly, do my thing, and not have to spend all my time on the road. And then he ended up
So I wonder if Reza Terrence lives in Buffalo still.
he's just outside of Buffalo, and that's what it took him longer to get to Albany by vehicle than it does to fly to Philadelphia out of Buffalo.
Yeah, because to fly to Philadelphia from Buffalo is only like, I think it's like an hour and 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
It's not fast.
it's short.
You're up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably takes him longer to go through security than it does to deal with any of the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I understood that, but wow, and placing Connor Kelly, who's been one of our bright spots on the holdout list, is not good. And Manny was on the holdout list last week, and he's the captain. So if
Yeah.
if there's things going on with there, it kind of makes you wonder what's happening with the Firewolves. But we'll see. Hopefully, it's nothing too bad. Hopefully, the Firewolves get it together here, and we can get a team.
Yeah.
And actually, a good, But wow, if you look at the loose balls, that's really funny to see that the loose ball battle's being won by Colorado. But when you look at the score of this game, it is way off, and that's where goalie play comes down. I mean, I haven't been watching, so I don't know if Dylan Ward played that bad. Sadly, the train between Albany and Buffalo is always delayed. That's the worst part. So,
Yeah.
because that was Crosby used to take the train from Philly up to Utica, and that's why he would do it because he could work on the train. That was a big thing because when you're
Yeah.
driving too, you're not only using that time, you can't do anything else. Like you can't be productive while you're driving unless you're listening to a podcast or something. But even that, there's only so many of those you're going to listen to on anything that's educating you. Then you just want to laugh and listen to some music.
Yeah, because I had done that drive from here to Utica. It was actually, it took me just under 4 hours to get there. And it was the first couple weeks, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Towards the end of the season, I was like, I'm over this. I'm like, I listened to every Sirius XM station in these areas. I put CDs in, and I got lucky. Owen was with me, but half the time he would fall asleep as soon as we got on the road. So
Yeah,
we had to wake him up. Like it got rough. It's rough, especially just driving. But I mean,
driving gets
I
old
love the
quick.
game so much. I
Yeah,
didn't mind. I didn't like. If I want, I wish I could go play for the Yeti this year again. I actually would. I would love it, but I can't just because now that I'm coaching high school now, so they. I don't know how long that season went. We got
well,
18 games in high school, so
so they moved the Yeti season though. The NABLL has done
yeah,
they're starting a little bit later, and I think they're ending a little bit earlier. Well, I know they're ending a month earlier, so that way all the college kids can go to college after the
yeah,
NABLL. But I don't know if they're because the Battle on the Barge weekend, you guys might still be playing high school. Is
Yeah,
that
and like
that first weekend in June,
what?
the 4th, I think? I have to look on Paul's stuff. I've got it in my calendar actually somewhere. But the Battle on the Barge thing is that's like the kickoff, and that'll be. Uh-oh. Owen's just letting me know the recording is working, so he will have the full game for us. Perfect. So Owen is actually recording that game now, which means
Perfect.
he's not there. So I wonder if Owen's been in the. He might not be in the chat. He's probably recording. He's got too much other things going on. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's. I've been teaching him how to do this, and I taught him a way that he can screen record the stuff, and he's gonna make all our little interviews for our show next week. So I'm pretty excited about that. But oh my goodness,
Nice.
it's 10:30, and as much as I would
Yeah,
love
it
to
is.
stay up and watch this game, I see you yawn, and then I think I'm going to do the same thing. Josh, thank you so much for being in the chats. I will not see you this weekend because Albany wants to go play out of town, I'm sure. But no, they're playing Toronto, and honestly, so what do you think about this weekend? The way it's breaking down, we just saw how the Halifax game, and now all of a sudden those scores all disappeared off the website.
Yeah, I just looked through and I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, so
Um,
it's 11-3 at least the last time we checked on that game, and we know what ended up happening. Buffalo won 10-9, and Albany Toronto will be a pretty good game. I don't know. I think honestly, the way Toronto has played offensively, we Albany's defense, and if Dougie plays like they have, we totally could surprise Toronto. But if Connor Kelly's not playing and Ethan Walker's still not
yeah,
back, I,
yeah,
I don't
it's
know how
gonna be
much
tough.
confidence I have on us being able to score more than 6 goals.
So with that game, I think Toronto. I don't know. That's so like I watched that Georgia game in Albany, and Albany was looking very. They're on the same page finally,
Yeah,
and Toronto's been on the same page all year, so their page is turning. So I think Albany might have a chance to squeak that win out. So I'm gonna go with Albany this weekend.
yeah. I like I said, I would love to
Yeah,
see it as well, and I hope you're 100% right. Yeah, so they are coming back from the halftime. New
yeah,
York, Philadelphia. If Philly wants to be serious about this in the standings and go
yeah.
through, they
It's
better.
Philly.
Yeah, they better win. San Diego and Saskatchewan against Saskatchewan has now lost the last 3 games. The last one against Panther City. They kind of need to start winning here if they want to start making some moves in the West. The West is a very tight division right now.
So Saskatchewan, yes, they need to get their shit together
Together.
because San Diego they're still up there ahead of Saskatchewan yet. So I don't know. I just think San
It's
Diego's got too much. But the thing with San Diego, it's their goalie play. It's questionable.
it
Every
is.
game is
And
questionable.
actually, Josh just
So
pointed out that Albany also gave up their face-off guy. So unless they brought somebody else in, that's going to be a challenge for Albany.
we won't know until they play.
That's true. So
Yeah.
Vegas and Vancouver, I think that's going to be a super exciting West Coast game. Unfortunately, it's past my bedtime, so I won't be able to watch that one until Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But actually, maybe we'll do a Sunday watch party. I don't know what we got going on this weekend, but Rochester, Georgia's playing, and I would love to see Georgia, you know, turn it on and knock Rochester down a peg.
So I think like Georgia's slowly coming on, and they're finding their identity. So I think and Rochester is doing good. So I kind of think I'm going to say Georgia on this one because they want to win. They got that taste of the winning, and they kept winning. So what? They're on a 2 game win streak, 3 game.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Georgia will take it
But
to Rochester.
Georgia's had a 2 game win streak, both of them being Albany, so I don't know how much that
A
counts.
win's a win, though.
It's true.
I'll take a win any day against anybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think I got Georgia over Rochester.
Yeah, I think you could be right, but I would love to see the opposite. I'd love to see Georgia do it, but I don't know if they can get by Hartley, honestly, because Hartley is a different level. But you could be right, and they might be able to.
Is this their first time playing this year too? Those 2 teams.
I believe so. Oh my goodness, Calgary just scored again. Owen is going to be so busy. His stat sheet is going to be out of control.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Owen, good luck. Have fun with this.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll hook up on Sunday. I'll shoot you a message Sunday before the game starts, and I'll see what we got going on. If you're available, we'll jump on.
Sunday, I got nothing going on. Tomorrow, I'm going to the St. Bonaventures game. I'm taking my boy and a couple of high school kids. Like I said, now that I'm fully involved in high school here now, like we had our first coaches meeting today. We did film and all that stuff. So it was my life for the next 3 months is going to be kind of crazy with this high school because it's 5 days a week,
Oh
games and
yeah.
all that. We do film, we do this, we do that, and I'm the head defense coach there now. That just got put into place today as I'm the head defense coach. So now I got to do this, and that. So it's yeah. Look at it. This is all this is defense schemes, more defense schemes. Like I got tons of paperwork. It's I'm like what I get myself into again, but I love the game. I couldn't say no to this. I just love lacrosse so much. So the team, the high school I'm coaching for is Salamanca High School, and they're like I said before, so much talent here. We're going for a state championship this year, so that's the agenda on me this year is going for a state championship, and I hope we do. And if we don't next year, we will. If not, we'll have a state championship in the next 2 years.
In the next couple of years, you'll get one. I like it. But yeah,
Oh
so
yeah,
Calgary off to the races again. I'll be
yep.
racing to bed here pretty soon. They just had, oh my goodness, I said it. They were wide open, and then I think 55 is at McLaughlin. I know.
No,
I'm not very
I know
good
who
at the
55
Colorado
is.
team, but yeah. So Colorado hoping to start the comeback, but
It'd
Josh is
be a huge
telling you
comeback.
congratulations on becoming the head defensive coach.
Thank you. I mean, as soon as I applied for the job, they're like, "You got it."
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
you got a little bit of lacrosse experience. But before we keep talking all night, I'm really hanging up this time. Thank you, everybody, so
Yep.
much for watching. We appreciate it. And have a good night.
Love
And
everybody.
yes, tune in next weekend, maybe Sunday. We'll keep you posted.
Sunday. Yep.